Okay, next item is the presentation for the fentanyl awareness campaign. Sarah Clark, owner of Kudu Creative LLC.
Fair, have Jamie, if you'd like to join us up here.
Good morning.
So I'll start. My name is Jamie Drake. I am the Director of Carbon Monroe Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission, the Zinc County Authority, that covers all 3 counties of Carbon Monroe and Pike. And in conjunction with the 9 commissioners across our 3 counties, we have worked diligently with Kudu over the last year to launch this campaign as part of the Attorney General settlement dollars. And with this campaign, it is our hope that we are going to be able to raise awareness about the danger of fentanyl across our counties, from our stakeholders to our community members to our elected officials, all banding together in order to spread that message that in our county, we're not going to stand for this, that we don't want that in our county. We want to stop fentanyl poisoning. The overdoses that we're seeing currently all are involving fentanyl being placed in their illegal drugs like methamphetamine, cannabis, or pressed pills, where it is being put into pills that people think they're buying one thing and there's fentanyl in it. It only takes grains of that substance in order for someone to die. So this is a crucial issue. This is what we're facing around the next part of the opioid epidemic that has been going on for years. And with that, we have ensued the help of Kudu Creative to really help us do this campaign. So I'll have Sarah talk a little bit about the actual campaign. It is, again, a collaboration between us, the commissioners. We have the criminal justice system is involved with us. We have the district attorney, Mike Greek, here supporting us. Any agency that we can get to partner with us on this. We're going to be doing messages that are going to be in schools, as well as when you go to your doctor's office. It's not simply putting up billboards. It's everywhere that we can get this out in the community, that people know the dangers, and also with it, how to get help.
Thank you, Jamie. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. My name is Sarah Clark. I'm the owner and creative strategist of Kudu Creative. We're located in Easton, Pennsylvania. And thanks for having me. It's so awesome to see the train and all the Christmas in this village. I love it. So thank you for having me here. To reiterate what Jamie said, there's a huge problem, and it's the size of a few grains of sand. That's going to take more than just one county to eliminate so closely, locationally. So partnered in the fight against fentanyl, we have Carbon, Monroe, Pike, and also their DAs. So in Carbon, Monroe, and Pike County, fentanyl stops here. Together, we will create awareness, offer education about the dangers of fentanyl, as well as create resources within our community. When we partner together, we win to stop the fentanyl crisis. That means teenagers, parents, coaches, community members, we all have a role to play. So our major question is, how can we join the fight? So here is what we rolled out for messaging and brand recognition. This is the fight against Carbon County fights fentanyl. Fentanyl poisoning stops here is our tagline. This is not just a soft, hey, we're going to make you aware of fentanyl poisoning. This is a very, very stand up rally cry. We're going to stop this within our community. We have a few things that I would like to show you in addition to what you're going to see in the community to share the education and spread the awareness. So if you'd like to. So how we structured the look and feel of the campaign is we have an overarching fight fentanyl, so that if we're part of this, we're sharing resources. So posters, rat cards, these are going to go into schools. They're also going to go into hospitals. There's also more locations where we need to educate people. So together we fight fentanyl, but individually we created county logos, and this is specific for the ownership of each individual community. If it's specific to Carbon, if it's specific to Monroe, and it's specific to Pike, And we have those logos on the billboards within those communities. It's ownership, it's here, it's happening here. But as we talk about it with the tri-counties, we all fight fentanyl. The tagline, fentanyl poisoning stops here. Again, a very strong stance. Part of the education is making people aware what fentanyl is and how strong it is. It's 50 to 100 times more potent than heroin, and it's only that size is a deadly dose. That's all it takes. I think the visual and the graphic is very clear, very clean. You can see it going 55 miles an hour down the road, sometimes 80. But again, most of this is education, getting the awareness out there. We created a website called wefightfentanyl.org. Please visit. And we also created social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube. So we will also be spreading awareness and sending out our messages via social media. Our website, if you want to click the link, is live. And so our landing page is wefightfentanyl.org. However, we do have, so upon landing, Carbon, Monroe, Pike County, fentanyl poisoning stops here. Join us in the fight of fentanyl is one of our messages. Parents, don't put off the talk. Fentanyl poisoning stops with you. The time is now to have a conversation with your kids about fentanyl. And we also have the younger demographic. We're all about phases. We all have phases when we explore new things. Explore the deadly truth about fentanyl. The fentanyl crisis stops here. So that's to start to get those messages out in little digestible bits, right? And we're also talking to many community members because this, once again, it's not one person's problem or one demographic's problem. It's a community problem and we need to work together. So if you could scroll down, please. We have our socials right there at the top. Each county has our own individual landing page. This way we can share information that's specific to that county and not generalized. We also will put facts here that we get from the government websites about Pennsylvania in general, but we also find it really important to have county-specific facts.
And we will be working, my agency will be working with Sarah on updates constantly of our schedules of everywhere we're out in the community doing Narcan distributions, health fairs, any kind of activities to benefit the community so that that calendar will be continually updated for people to go on and see what's happening or how to access risk reduction supplies if they need.
Yep, they'll be able to order, like you said, the doTERRA, the dissolvable solution, the Narcan. And again, once it starts to warm up, we'll be doing a lot of community events too. So the calendar will be integral to having people know where and when we'll be around. And hopefully we'll distribute more life-saving education and methods. If you scroll down just a little. Again, I want to point out the partnership. I think what Carbon, Monroe, and Pike County is doing is something I haven't seen before. Usually it's individual counties tackling this. I think the impact is going to be threefolds what a single county would do. And that's really going to move the needle. I find that very important and valuable. Okay, you can scroll down, please. And then here we created an infographic video just to share tidbits of information visually and audioly. If you want to press the video.
The amount of fentanyl seized last year alone to kill more than 360 million people. A deadly dose is just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand. 7 out of 10 counterfeit pills are laced with it. It's no wonder more than 150 people die each day from synthetic opioids like fentanyl. These are agonizing statistics. And in Carbon, Monroe, and Pike counties, fentanyl poisoning stops here.
So please look out for that on social media, and I encourage you to share because a big piece of this is what the community does. We're here to share information, but the action of the community. So I have a few things of what we can do to join the fight. We can share awareness on your social media channels. You can share the pages. You can even share the website, the posts. You can sign up for our latest newsletter. Each county has their own newsletter. Sign up. And then, like I said, we'll have places where you can order Narcan. So please visit the site to order Narcan and other products that dissolve pharmaceuticals that may be expired and hanging out. And then also sharing resources for getting help. So, I believe that is the last slide. Do you want to check?
I want to thank you. But I just want to make a comment about this, that this is something, I mean, I spoke about probably 11, 12 years ago about kids dying in our schools with other drugs. And I think this is a step above of what we did before we put curriculum in the schools. This is going to help the DAs and everything, you know, and even with Jamie, with the drug abuse there. But when this started off, it wasn't something that I wanted to be nice about. I think we wanted to get the point out there that we're sick of this, and that's what it is. But I just want to tell everybody in this room, I mean, we're going to give education, but if you look at this, like what this dosage is, this here ruins families, it destroys families. But I just want to get the point across, like the penny that's there. I have a penny here, what's on here. That will kill 7 out of 10 people. There's 20 people in this room. There's 14 of you that would go out in a body bag. And the other 6, you might not be so lucky the next time. So that's the point that we want to get across. This is a bad thing and we got to stop it. And I want to thank them for like bringing this to our attention. And I think this is a step above that, that we're partnering with Carbon or with Monroe and Pike, that we are sharing. We're taking our opiate money and making it 2-3 times the amount what we're getting in. And that's how we're going to fight this all together. And hopefully it'll ripple across the whole state of Pennsylvania that we can do this. But I said, I'm just tired of seeing families being destroyed. I mean, last night, even on the report, there was a guy on there and people are complaining about, well, Narcan. Well, if it's your son, you're going to give him Narcan. Somebody might complain about it, but we all have to get in this together. But like I said, remember, this will kill 7 out of 10. And I said, 14 to 16 of you people in this room will be going on the body bag. That would happen. So thank you.
I'd like to call on Mike Greek. Do you have any comments at this time?
No,
District Attorney?
I think that the program and its kickoff that we have is a great thing. Unfortunately for law enforcement, we're more reactive in the things we do. And once a crime has been committed, we utilize certain measures, whether it's incarceration or treatment courts, things to combat the problem, but not at the beginning level. And this is what really needs to get out there for the awareness, and it obviously will help law enforcement, and it will help, you know, in any way, the epidemic that's going on. And it's only, you know, it's only been getting worse and worse each year, especially since I've taken office.
That's
So I think it's a great job, and you did an outstanding work with this.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you're right about it's getting worse and worse. I believe last year it was 4 out of 10 pills. Then it was 6 out of 10 pills. And now the latest is 7 out of 10 pills. It keeps going up.
And it's like the thing about it, it's like, it's not just kids taking it, it's adults and even like seniors that can't afford their regular prescription. They're buying some of these off of the streets and it's killing people that are seniors, you know, and they don't realize it. And like I said, it's got to get out there and we just got to, I always like, they always said about the education part of it, but like even with Mike, there's going to be data that's going to be collected here. So maybe it'll help them that they see how much is in our area. And then maybe there's grants that we can get, you know, to have different things. And this here is going to be, to me, it's like going to be like a spider web. Like you can branch out to anything here, what we want to do with this, you know, it'll have in there where you can go, where you can report things, you know, where the education is going to be. And hopefully like it'll get out to the schools, like you said, and I think that's the one thing. And that video, I think we do have it that it's going into the hospitals, right? So that,
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
live right now.
yeah, so that's,
LPHM is
yeah,
doing it.
that's live with them right now, so.
So when you go to your doctor's appointment and you're sitting in the waiting room, you'll start to see these messages.
Yeah.
They're gonna be popping up at both St. Luke's providers and High Valley providers.
The cell phone charging stations are in the lobby. And there's a QR code on them, so you can scan them and visit the website immediately. So we'll collect people's email address there. We'll also collect people's email address at community outreach events. So if we have like a little health fair or something in the spring, We have a QR code, county specific, people will scan, they'll sign up for the newsletters, and that's how we'll grow our numbers, is through newsletter and email contacts.